Horace Cooper is the co-chair of Project 21, and he joins us tonight. Horace, thanks so much for coming on. I've looked at the story and, in disbelief as usual, and in horror as they take a tragedy like this and try to divide the country against itself even more than it already is. But it strikes me there is a purpose to their dishonesty, and that's to keep the Democratic coalition together. Does that seem like a fair guess to you?
Well, it does look like the left has a problem. Their coalition is actually at war with itself. If you say, let's defund the police, if you say, let's allow untold numbers of migrants from other countries to come in and compete with working class people, if you divide us along intersectional lines, all of those compete with one another. In this particular case, you can look at this, you can watch the other major mainstream news media, and what you see is this story has to be true. It's too good not to be true. It is a way to reinforce what we already believe. We believe the biggest threat in America today, the biggest, is white men who are going to attack you at any time you are vulnerable, even though, as you pointed out, you can look at the Department of Justice, FBI statistics that have been kept under the Trump administration, under 8 years of the Obama administration, 8 years of the Bush administration, all the way back to 8 years of the Clinton administration and further, and you'll see a very, very interesting data point. The description of the person who is most likely to rob you, rape you, or in some way violate your property rights in a dangerous way is not a white male. Now, as you point out, we don't focus on the group itself. But if the media that says that they can pick a racial narrative to explain things have ignored for 25 years that the poor failing schools, the poor employment options that are presented, and the way that they have preferred elites in America over the mainstream have contributed to a very, very toxic circumstance that is easily exploited by groups like Black Lives Matters and others that are promoting their intersectional rivalry. It is toxic, it's dangerous. Unfortunately for us, the mainstream media thinks this story is so good, we just need to repeat it even when it falls apart right in front of our eyes.
Man, they're really playing with fire. They really are. They're creating, as I often think as I watch this stuff, they're creating extremism, which we really don't want. You really don't want that.
Absolutely.
I don't anyway. Horace Cooper, thank you. It was great to see you tonight.
Thank you, sir.